Right, good evening, ladies and gentle peeps. It's that time again. UIRL F1 Season 18, Round 7 here in Mexico City. Good evening, Nick. Look at the size of the grid they need. 19 drivers, that's what we like to see. Let's have these on. Looks like it's going to be a sunny, at least qualifying. I don't know about the race. Here they come. Who's that coming out first? Mercedes, that one. No, could be an Aston, to be fair. There we go. 3 new drivers. Excuse me. Still got no throat by as you can hear. 3 drivers on the grid. New drivers on the grid, I mean. Eliminator, this lad here, Kieran, and Dog Drags. Oh, 4 in fact. We've got MB as well. 4 new drivers. Actually, young Dog Drags. Mikey's son. He's not the first son and father we've had on the grid. See how the young lad gets on. He's been wanting to join the group, join the league for a little while. Heavy rain GP should be fun. I don't know how much fun it'll be around here in the rain, to be fair. Right, let's jump on board with Kieran. See how he gets on in his first lap. Here we go. Oh. Oh, he's giving it up. Oh, he's invalidated his lap, so who else we got it there? At 1:15.6, that is your benchmark. Not quite sure what the actual pro lap is. I can't remember. I did look, but I can't freaking remember. Who else we got there? Have a look. The driver. Only up to 4th. Paddleboy hits the top of the 15.3. Who have we got out there? Jonah's on lap as far as I know. Where is he? Just starting his lap. Right, let's jump on board with Jonah then. doing this car leery as hell there coming off that turn. And across the line to only up the 9th. Yeah, it was not a very good lap by Jonah there. Let's go there. Young Taylor's on a new lap. Just about to start his lap, so we'll jump on board with Young Taylor then. Tyler gets to the top of the 15-2. Hell of a lap there by young Tyler. Let's see if Eliminator can. He's going to start his lap any second. We'll wait for him just to get run the lane. And then we'll jump on board. Damn my throat. Here we go. Tonsil Tickler hits us up with a 15-2. 0-6. Jumps up the 5th for Eliminator, very nice. Who is out there? Kieran's on an out lap, just about to start. See if we can get out to the bottom 4. Let's watch the Aston on board. Helps my throat if we watch it on board and I didn't see now. Only up to 17th, still in the bottom four, still plenty of time. It's over 7.5 minutes to go in this first sesh. Who's out there? Mickey's on a loop lap, I think. Mikey, I mean. There he is. Let's watch Mikey for the first time tonight. See if he can improve. Whoa. That would have lost him some time. Yeah, bailed out of it. Still 6 minutes to go. Just need to get up to the bottom three now because Looney has decided not to bother going for it. I couldn't think of what to say there. A 14.956 by Striker. Hell of a lap by youngster. I didn't know he was on a lap. Or I watched that one. It was a good lap. Where is everybody? Jamie's just going to finish his lap. I tell you what, it's very close. Very, very close. Jamie improves to 15.0 up to second place. That should get him quite safe. Just over 5 minutes left of the session now. Where are we? Let's see the young one. Let's see if he can get one there. Let's jump on board with the Merc. Oh, he's peeled out. Jonah gets to the top of 14.889. There's one new laser canny way off there. He's just starting his lap, isn't he? Where's Nick? He's out of starting the rope laps. Right, we'll jump on board with Tonto Tech Lassie. I wouldn't have went out again, to be honest. I would have saved a set of tyres, but that's just me. Here we go, let's jump on board. Oh, he's invalidated it. Tell you what I want to watch, because Nick needs to a good lap to get into the bottom four. Oh, he's invalidated it. That's no good, isn't it? Who else is in the bottom four? Kieran, see if he can get into the bottom four. Oh, he's giving it up. Obviously they're good. So that is basically qualifying hour, because Nick didn't improve, Kieran didn't improve, so that looks like your bottom four. Nick, Kieran, Bob and Looney eliminated from Q1. They're quite looking at it. So on the lap, I think he is, isn't he? See? Oh, Nick must have won again. He's put a blinding lap in there. That puts Joe on the cusp here. Is this going to be quick enough to get him through? It is. That pushes MB out. Is he on the lap? I think he is. Is 16th, that just saves Noodle. No, Noodle's invalidated that lap anyway, so yeah, Nick must have done a second lap on them tyres and well, straight up to fifth. So your bottom four, MB, Kieran, Bob and Looney. That is Q1 done and dusted. On to Q2. I have no idea why I sing that shit. Right, biggest grid. Say that again. Easy for you to say. Biggest grid of the year. So that's Q1, as I say. Judith, who the hell? Jonah took the top spot with a 1:14.889. And as I said before, your bottom four are MB, Kieran, Bob and Looney. It's kind of tight there, the top 15. It's less than a second between the top 15. That's a kind of close grid. It's all about getting into the top 10 on this session. And from by the looks of the first session, it's going to be bloody close. Ferrari coming out. Let's jump on board with Noodle. Let's see how he gets on. Oh, invalidation, that's no good, is it? It's control, please. On mediums, I've just noticed the 116.7 on mediums. Yeah, 115.2 from Eliminator. Just started his lap, so might as well hang around on this one. Oh. That's looks a fucking handful. Look, the young lad. Dog Drags going to the top of 15.0. Nice lap. Having a canny debut. This is not going to be very competitive. 117, yeah, you could tell how much time Jonah lost. Nick's invalidated. It's Mikey out there. Just finishing his lap, I think. Just tips his son. Yeah, don't think you're getting clever, young man. Dad is around. Right, so Mikey hits the top with a 15.026, just ahead of Young Dark Drags there. You can't need to watch these two in the race. Right, who we got out there? Let's go on, doon. Tyler. About as Young Tyler. Oh, wait. There we go. Only up to 6 for Tyler. Nice time to check that. There he is. Oh, his back end he was trying to let go there. He could just tell. Only up to 7th. It's 2 on the lap. Yeah, just finishing 1. Only up to 9th for Joseph. Right. So after the first run, I'm assuming Striker must have invalidated his lap as well, because he was definitely on 1. Nick definitely invalidated. So bottom 5, Paddleboy, Control, Noodle, Nick and Striker. Up the news. Still plenty of time, 7.5 minutes to go in this session. Who have we got? Anybody out there? That's not going very fast, that car, is it? Definitely not. And it's invalidated anyway, so I think this is an in-lap actually from Jamie, to be honest. Right, Young Striker's on about that. Crashed in the pit lane. How the hell did you crash in the pit lane? Let's see if you can Striker can do another blinded lap like you did in Q1. Oh, that's a terrible last turn there, but here we go. Oh, what happened there? Rear end step and reroute. Right in the middle of that corner. I would have lost some time, but I didn't know how much. nearly coming up there as well. Where's us put him? Just on the cusp, and 15.9. I think Noodle's on the end of the lap as well. Oh, Noodle only counts up to 11th. Who have we got out there? Jonah is on an out lap, so I think everybody else is in the pits. Yeah, they are. Just over 4 minutes left of Q2. The bottom 5, Noodle, right, Jonah for new. Control, Paddle and Nick. Not expecting Jonah to stay there as long as he has a less scruffy lap than he had the last time. Right, let's jump on board with you. It seems like a much better lap from Jonah. Will it get him at the bottom 5? Yes, it will. Straight to the top. Can't be able to watch Nick do a proper lap yet, didn't he? That lane comes to the top now with a 14.559. Remember, this is just to get you into the top 10. Oh, he's invalidated. But is he going to go for it again? He did it the last time in Q1. Paddle Boy jumps up to 6th. Is he giving Nick a good toe down here? Actually, no, not really. Still only just hits 2.7. 2.07, my mistake. Well, I think the two Ferraris are out because they're both still in the pits, to be fair. So, can Nick drag himself out with the bottom 5? Just, but Control is on a lap as far as I know. And Joe, so, and Taylor, so I mean, oh, yes. Buggered that up, so there's Joe. just into the top 10. Drops Nick into the bottom 5. Where's young Tyler? I think he's the only one that could spoil Paddle Boy's day here. And he does. Drops Paddle Boy into the bottom 5. So your bottom 5, Paddle Boy and Nick, Striker, Noodle and Control. I think Atlee was at the top there, wasn't he? Yeah, 14,559. Actually, Young Dark Tracks put that fastest lap in on a set of mediums. Ooh. So as I said, your bottom 5, 2 Haas boys of Paddle and Nick, Striker, Noodle and Griever. We all go new for pole position, top 10 shootout as they call it. Who will be at the top? I'm not counting out Jonah, I'm not counting out Tonsil Tickler, I'm not counting out Atlee. He's put a couple of good laps into this qualifying. As Jamie as well. Still two of the 4 new boys still in the top, still in the qualifying. That's canny. Good evening, Kieran. Thank you for watching as well as driving. Nobody coming out just yet. Nobody seems to be in a rush to get out on the track. Can't see any movement in any of the pit garages. Good evening, Eliminator. Thank you for watching and driving. Obviously, you're still in the top 10 shootout. Nice, nice laps. Who's that coming in there? RB. It's either Tonsil. I think it's Tonsil myself. There it is. I think it should be a good race in it as long as everybody can get through turn 1 on lap 1. Right, let's jump on board with Tonsil Tickler. See how he gets on his first attempt at pole. Oh, lots of traffic in the last. Wow. Picks his way through there very nicely. Didn't seem to lose any time. There he comes across the line. Here's your benchmark for Paul. 14.7. Very nice lap there by Tonto too. Who else is up there? Have a look. Where's Jonah coming from the last turn? Can he top a 14.7? Oh, only a 15. Actually, young Tyler Gans up the second with a 15.0. Tried to book across the line by the look of it. Jumps up the first with a 14.6. Nice lap. Some great laps going on from the lads at Heat. Where's young Dog Max? Jumps himself up with, I tell you, 14.9, very nice. Tell you what, he's having a canny debut, isn't he? Jamie. Excuse me, up a second for Jamie, a 14.7. Let's have a look at eliminators out there on an outlap. We'll wait for him to come round. Mikey's still in the pits, hasn't put a lap in yet. Hey, let's jump on board with this RB, Racing Bull, Toro Rosso, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Let's jump on board, watch his lap. A little bit twitchy through there. Jumps him up the first to 14.664. Very nice lap from one of our debutantes to meet. Debutantes. I wonder if Mikey's only got one set of tyres left. That's maybe why he's not coming out yet. 4 minutes left of the sesh. Time to beat 1:14.664. Set by that lad there in the picture. And our Taylor's on an outlap. Here we go. Jump on board with Taylor, see how he gets on, see if he can get anywhere close to pole. No, not with that. Oh, he's lost so much time there. That is a definite giving up. And our Jonah's on a lap. There he is. Cross the line with Jonah. Oh, where are you? 14. I didn't look that quick, to be fair. I must admit, it looked a bit scraggy, but time was there. 1:14.5. That leaves a lap, I think, isn't it? Everybody else on outlaps and that. Yeah. No improvement from out there. Wait, what we got? And our tribe was just, yeah. Actually, I want to watch Mikey because he's only doing this one lap. Well, he's on an out lap just now, but it'll only be one lap. I mean, they've only got a minute left. Right, let's jump on board with Mikey, see if he can trouble the top spot. Jamie hits the top now with a 14.3. Hell of a lap, 14.355. Gangs to the top of the shop. Who's out there? How's the young one getting? Oh, he's invalidated. That's it then, isn't it? He's tried. No, he's coming to the pits. Jamie's on an in lap as far as I know. Unless he did a second lap on those tyres. He didn't. Oh, well, it was a very slow lap, so. So, Mikey, one lap in Q3, go straight to the top. That's where you got to do it, like, innit? Just, although, just, what, less than 400ths of a second between the top two. So your pole position man, Mikey, hell of a lap there, 14.355. From Jamie and Eliminator and Jonah in 4th, then we got 5th is Tribe. Joe in 6th, Tonto in 7th, Atlee 8th. Dark Drags 9th and 10th is Tyler. Right, the lads have their 5-minute comfort break. Right, this is the part of the show where we have the national anthem. So here it is, the Mexican national anthem. Lovely jubbly. Look at the rain. That is full wet tyres if I ever saw. I'd be very surprised if anybody comes out on anything but wet tyres. Well, full wet I should say. That is horrendous. Right, Crofty, what you got for us, buddy?
Welcome to the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, named after the brothers whose idea for a race in Mexico was so compelling that it got presidential approval. And we're glad it did. Welcome along to the Mexico City Grand Prix.
Okay, what's going on there? Oh, yeah. What's he playing at?
The Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, 2.6 miles of track that allows drivers to take full advantage of their cars, reaching speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour. And
I've no idea. Technical difficulties. It'll start again in a minute, I think. Actually, just forget it. It's just
providing lots of opportunities for overtaking.
Right, I've had enough of you. Done. Can't be bothered. I didn't know what's going on with that. Sod it. Right, we'll see hopefully Tarka Crofty again next week in Abu Dhabi next week. Copyright time. Indeed, you never know. Hopefully not doing it, because, like, you know, I had a word with Twitch, you know. How can you copyright the friggin' national anthem? But there you go. What do I know? We're 19 drivers on the grid. a huge straight from start to turn 1, and in this weather. How many will come out through turn 2 and 3? This should be interesting. Oh dear me. Right, let's put them on first. I'm assuming everybody's going to be on, except Looney. He's gone for Inters. Right, Looney by name, Looney by nature. But it could be an inspired choice. But in this weather, I mean, look at it. You can't even see the field behind Mikey. Right, let's meet the grid. The pole position man, Mikey, great lap there. Just one lap in Q3, straight to the top. That's the way to do it. Followed by Jamie. And then we've got Eliminator, one of our new drivers, in third. Then we've got Jonah, whose car's looked a handful all the way through, qualified to be fair. We've Tribe in fifth and Joe in sixth. Then we've got Tonto Tickler there in seventh. He'll not be happy with that, he likes to be pole. And then Atlee eighth. And then we've got Dark Drags in ninth, with young Tyler in 10th. Paddle Boy and his teammate Nick 11th and 12th. Then we've got Striker and his teammate Noodle right behind him in 13th and 14th, and 15th Pace Control. MP at 16th, Kieran in 17th, and then the two McLaren boys, Bob and Looney at the back. I think this should be an interesting start, to say the least. Rain is so bad you can't see any of the cars. So see where this actually if it stays there I don't think it'll be too bad. The camera I mean. Wait for the last car there. Last car in position. Right, we are away. Slow start by everybody, but there'll be a lot of wheel spin going on. Mikey seems to have stayed in the lead from Eliminator's moved up. Jamie's dropped the place there, but it gone into turn one. Seems like Mikey, oh hang on, that's Jonah up the inside. Heard them just get through, a little bit of wheel banging. Is everybody through? Let's have a look. So it's Mikey from Eliminator. Jonah, we've got a yellow flag, that means somebody's run. I didn't know where. Virtual safety car, oh it's a car, oh it's Tribe. Right, it's there somewhere. There he is. Right at the very bottom. So why is a virtual safety car? There everybody's getting away. I didn't see any cars stopped. So no, well, so under the virtual safety car. Well, I mean we all got through turn 1, 2, and 3, which I was quite surprised about in this weather. Let's get rid of that for now. There we go. So it's Mikey from Eliminator and Jonah. Actually, Jamie's dropped to the 5th. How long will this virtual safety car stay out? I didn't know why it came out, to be fair. Because Tribe got away again, so... So Mikey's managed to hold the lead from Eliminator and Jonah and Joe. Joe's made up a few places there. Of course, like I said, with Jamie dropping down 4 places there, 3 places, my mistake. Right, here we go. Virtual safety car has ended. Is Mikey going to hold on, or is Eliminator going to get in the slipstream? Is he going to have enough in this heartbeat to out-drag the Mercedes? He's got the inside line. Let's get off board, get off. There they are. And he takes the lead from Mikey and Jonah up the 3rd and Joe 4th. With Jamie and young Tyler's been out of a start up the 6th place. Nick up the 7th, the Paddleboy up the 9th. Them two were well down the field, so they've had a great start. From Atley, who has not had a good start. I'm sure he was further up than that. From Kieran Noodle. Young Dog Drags has dropped in 5 places as well from his starting position. So, a big spag of fortunes there on the first 2 laps. So it's Eliminator from Mikey and Jonah. That's your top 3. Good start of the race for his first race. See if he can keep that gun. I don't know how long this, by the look of it, the rain's in for the full race, I must admit. No idea. So everybody's still getting Tonsil Tickler. Why is Tonsil Tickler all the way down there? He must have had a spin. Actually, so Eliminator lap 3 of 36. Long way to go yet. Pulls through the 2nd on Mikey. Of course, need the RS in this weather, of course. From Jonah, who's right behind Mikey. Just having a quick look, but not quite. Mikey just hanging on there in 2nd from Jonah and Joe in 4th. Jamie's still there in 5th. Everybody else basically as you were. This could be one hell of a race in this weather. Whoa. Cars sliding about all over the place. But Eliminator's pulled a 2.5 out, excuse me, out front. Just got to keep it on the island and point it in the right direction. And hope that, you know, none of these starts catching. But he seems to be pulling, my bloody throat, he seems to be pulling away from Mikey. 1.7 out front now, but Mikey's got Jonah and Joe right on his gearbox. Jonah having a look again. Not quite close enough to do anything about Mikey yet. Oh, Mikey's back end squirming around there under acceleration. Jonah's right on his gearbox. Mikey's car's twitching all over the place. Can Jonah get the slipstream? Here we go. Most definitely. That should be an overtake. Where are they? There he is. Can Joe take advantage of? No. It just manages to stay. Mikey just manages to stay ahead of Joe, but he drops the place to Joe now, who jumps up the second now, but 2 seconds. Back from Eliminator out front, lap 4:36. Eliminator, Jonah, Mikey, that is your top 3. With Joseph, where I can't even see them. There's that much spray on the track, you can't see a damn thing. There he is there, Joe from Jamie. Nick's moving up another place, up to 6. Oh, who's that? That looked like, that could have been Nick. That is Nick actually. He's dropped a couple of places. He was tagged at the back end there. You could see it as he came around that turn. Oh, he's all over the place now. I wonder who touched him, whether it was his teammate or if it was Tyler. I don't know. Couldn't see with the spray. It's really difficult to see out. Nick's coming back at Tyler now. Is he getting him? No, side by side, Tyler Gans defensive, stays ahead of Nick just down into the baseball section of the track. Mickey Mouse section, I call it, to be fair. The old way was better, but new fastest lap. Expecting that to drop like a 29.842 by Jonah. Nick's still trying to get Tyler in his slips. The slipstream is really powerful around this straight. Where's Tyler going to go? Tries these guys, let him through. So Nick jumps up to 7th from Tyler at 8th. Nice overtaking, boys. So actually, Eliminator Jonah has pulled good 7/10 back on this. Has Jonah lost his end plate? I think he has, you know. Oh, that'll be horrendous in this weather around this track. Lost the front end plate. That's a canny bit of downforce gone missing. I don't know how he's lost that or when he's lost it. I didn't see him hit anybody. Here we go with the penalties. There's 2 already. So it's still Eliminator 1.5 out front from Jonah, and now Joe has jumped Mikey. Mikey down to 4th place now from Paddleboy, from Jamie into Paddleboy and Nick 6th and 7th. Young Tyler doing an 8th now, there he is. He's still got all his bits on his car, so that's alright. Atlee and Striker battling there. Atlee just manages to get into that turn before Striker. Kieran 11th. Fastest lap to 29.625 now from Joseph. Doodle now up to 12th, and then we've got M8 and Bob up to 14th, all the way from the back. Tribe in 15th. Control, Looney on his inters. I'm surprised he hasn't spun off the track yet. And then we've got Tonsil. I don't know what's happened to these two. Tonsil and Dog Dragsley were. They haven't pitted already, have they? I didn't think so. Yeah, they have. That'll be why they're all the way down the back, because they've both pitted. They must have had damage on the 4th lap. So, where am I? Your leader still Eliminator from Jonah and Joe. That's your top 3. Going through this X section, and this weather's got to be horrendous, I would have thought. Oh, look at that twitch from the RB. But he's staying canny, he's still pointed in the right direction, he's still got all his bits on his car, that's all you need to do. Keep it on the island. But he does have Jonah and Joe, 2 of the fastest lads on the track, chasing him now. Plus Jonah has that front end plate missing. Like I say, I didn't know when that happened, it must have happened early on because I didn't see any bits and pieces hanging off anybody. Look at the rain driving down there. It is, oh, it's nasty. Not the kind of weather you want to be driving an F1 car in, to be fair. Just put into the fastest lap in at 29.6. So, lap 7 of 36. Still the eliminator, one of our new lads up front. Can he hang it on there for the next 30 laps? I doubt it, not with the guys who are going to be behind him. It's only a half a second now. I don't know whether he's gone slower or Jonah's raking his car to death, because he was over 2 we got a yellow flag. That might, sorry, he's back in again. I think that might have been one of the lads at the back. So, can eliminate the hang on from Jonah and Joseph. Just, these two pulled away nearly just over a second from Joe. Jamie's still there in 4th and Mikey still there in 5th, although he was the pole sitter. My throat is going crazy, I don't know what the hell's going on. Through the stadium section once again. All the traction and the turning from here. Easily made a mistake going through there with the tight turns through the section. Jonah and Joe just swapping fastest laps there. So it's still eliminate a lap 8, still eliminate right front from Jonah and Joe. Jonah having a little look. He's not in any hurry. It doesn't seem to be worrying him, that end plate. I mean, I would have thought it would have been horrendous in this weather. Not having the front downforce. Oh, that RP is swirling all about the place. That's going to give Jonah a bit of impetus. Whoa, look at the bike. Not sure what happened there, unless that was just my eyes, but that looked like the RB almost went sideways through that turn. These three pulled away 3.5 seconds over Jamie now in 4th, and then Mikey's still there in 5th. I didn't want to leave these three for now because they're really going for it. Where are they? S's once again. This will be the part that's hurting Jonah the most. Ran through them S's in this weather with me end plate. So still your top 3. There he is, eliminator Jonah and Joe. Over 3 seconds now from 4th place, Jamie. And then the pole set, Mikey's car twitching all over the place. I see they're all twitching. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm surprised I haven't seen anybody come off the track yet. Eliminator puts the new fastest lap in. 29.247. These three. Paddle boy, where's Nick? No, he's not beat behind. He's a canny way off him. 5 seconds off his teammate now from young Tyler in 8th and Atlee in 9th, and Striker bringing up the top 10. Everybody's still gone, of course, which is good. We've got a yellow flag up there once again. That's Control went into the pits and DLF'd. I don't know why. Maybe he's had. His car's going to come back out on track though, and that is. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. Right, still it's not a safety car. It's just the yellow flag along the main straight. What's his car going to do? Is he going to stop there? What's he going to do? Should just disappear. There you go. Get on. At least it didn't bring a safety car out. So. Eliminator still managing to hold off Jonah and Joe from Jamie, still nearly 4 seconds now behind. In 4th place, Mikey and Paddleboy and Nick. Atlee and Tyler changing places there. Atlee just managed to get ahead of young Tyler. 28.940 for Jonah there. Takes the new fastest lap. Where are we? I don't know how long these hard tyres, how long these wet tyres will get a run to you. I'm expecting the whole bloody race, but I don't know. You never know, do you? You know what, these three at the front are there, right on each other's gearbox. Eliminator still holding off Jonah. Arena champion, of course, Jonah. But he does have a wounded car, but it doesn't seem to be hampering him very much. Still right there with Joe. He's ebbing and flowing within that second between him and the top two. Oh, excuse me, I got to have a drink. I think it's because I didn't do much talking through the week. This is about as much talking as I do all the week. It really is. Whoa, tell you what, Joe, that came in there kind of quick. He's right on the gearbox of Eliminator, I know. I wonder if Eliminator's holding up Jonah, because with how quick Jonah can be in the wet, he takes a shorter lane. Is it going to do him any good? Wow. I've gone the wrong way. Wow. Whoa, Joe, that was opportunist. Eliminator loses two places in one now. I think he just slowed down a little bit earlier than he should have done, in my opinion, but he got through. He just lost 2 places in like one move. So it's Jonah from Joe and Eliminator. That's your top 3. 4 seconds back now to Jamie. Mikey's still there. Excuse me. Mikey's still there with Paddleboy, and Nick's still in 6th and 7th. Young Tyler's still there in 8th. Atley in 9th. And Striker's still bringing up the top 10. Let's get back to the leaders, because now we've got Joe and Jonah out front. This should be a good one, especially with Jonah only having half a wing. Right, near front end plate, whatever. And that does a lot of damage to your aero when you lose a front end plate, and I thought it would have been worse in the rain. Jonah seems to be coping with it near Bosch. Lap 11, at the end of lap 11, sorry. Jonah from Joe and Eliminator. These 3 well clear now. 3 seconds of Jamie, who's just over a second clear of Mikey. So Mikey's now got Paddleboy for company. Nick's a further 5.5 seconds back from his teammate, but still gone, considering where they actually started. So lap 12 of 36. Jonah, Joe and Eliminator. That is your top 3. Jamie knew, actually these 2 are dropping Eliminator. I wonder if Eliminator's ruined his tyres trying to get away from them 2 in the first place. Where did they put me later? There it is. In fact, Jamie is now only 2. He's pulled a half a second back on Eliminator. I think Eliminator's having a problem with his tyre. I think he might have done his tyres in trying to get away. I may be wrong. I usually am, so, you know, but he's dropping time from the top 2. He's 1.5 seconds he's dropped within a lap or 2. Jamie he's just under 3 seconds behind him in 4th. Not much happening up and down the field. Only the wrong retirement so far. Control, I don't know what's happened to Control, but I know he went in the pits and decided to retire. I couldn't think of the word there. Could I fuck think of the word? Here comes the track limits. I tell these lads every week, they don't listen. They don't fucking listen. Fuck them. Jonah now a second from Jonah. From Joe in second. Excuse me. Eliminator now nearly 2.5 seconds off the back of these front 2. So that's not good for him. He's slowing right down. I mean, he had good pace to start the race, didn't he? The first 10 laps or so, he had some great pace, but maybe that's what the problem was. Maybe he's destroyed his tyres. Because now he's got Jamie, excuse me, less than 2 seconds behind him, right, 2-ish seconds behind him, with, where are we? With Mikey still there in 5th. He'll be disappointed that he lost the lead from pole position, to be fair. With Paddleboy and Nick still in 6th and 7th. There's Nick, sorry. Far away is Paddleboy. From Atlee and 8th, who's got young Tyler. Oh, they're coming in thick and fast now. I didn't think track limits would have been a problem with this race, to be honest, but there you go, what can I say? Oh, Tyler's back end looked a bit squirrely there, didn't it? He went in there a bit sideways. And then we've got still Striker in 10th place, but he's now got Tribe climbing our... Say that again.
It was easy for you to say, David.
Yeah, fucking wasn't. Where was that? I've noticed the last couple of laps, the same names coming at the top of the screen there for 3-second penalties. It's not going to help their positions at all, but they're well doing the field. So Tribe there in 11th. And then we've got MB and Kieran and Doodle. Looney ahead of Bob now. Looney's still on them ears, he's still on them inters, which was a ballsy decision to get off in inters in this weather, to be fair. The rain's still lashing down. With Bob behind it, but then it's got Dark Drags and Tonsil Tricklers to say the pit. So where's the leaders now? There we are, at 14 of 36, coming to the end of it. Jonah just ahead of Joe. Hey, Jonah's doing a hell of a job considering the lack of downforce on the front end there. We got again, run again, start lap 15. As we've seen this season already, Jonah is a rainmeister when it comes to racing in this kind of weather. Even with a half a front wing. Man is a freaking demon. So it's Jonah from Joe, I should say. And Eliminator's still there in 3rd, like. But now Jamie is just over a second behind him. So Eliminator's hanging on, but he's dropped. Look how much he's dropped from the front two. Nearly 4 seconds off the front two. I still believe that he may have had his tyres may have gone off. He may have just damaged his tyres in the first the first bit of the race. I don't know, I'm just surmising. But he's dropped nearly 4 seconds off the back of the front two with Jamie actually just reeling him in. Mikey knew 3.5 seconds off the back of I said, well, look at all them penalties already. No good to anybody. With Paddleboy and Nick still 6th and 7th. Is Nick getting any closer? Yeah, he's getting a bit closer to Paddleboy. Only just 3 seconds behind his teammate now, and his teammate's got a 3-second penalty. He's getting back to the lead as well. The round again, lap 16 of 36. Still a long way to go in this race yet. Jonah from Joe seems to be Jonah seems to be just handling this race, just keeping Joe about a second behind him. Eliminator still there, just ahead of Jamie. In 4th with Mikey still in 5th. Everybody's still, well, apart from Griever, everybody's still gone. Oh, a little bit of a twitch from Mikey's front end there. It's been a canny clean race up to now. No safety cars, just that one virtual safety car on lap 1. Still don't know why. The rain is a great, well, it's supposed to be a great leveller. But if you're as good in the rain as these two, Jonah and Joe, then it's really difficult to catch them. These two, 3.5 seconds ahead of Eliminator, our early leader. Oh, Joe went, I saw that anyway, way out wide. Oh, that's knackered Joe's, well, he hasn't knackered his race, but, you know. Tonto Tickler has pitted, as you saw before, and he's put on in as Joe's coming in. I noticed Joe going into the pits there. What's he going to put on? Any idea? Oh, it's a long way down here now, isn't it? Where are we? Intermediates. I wouldn't have thought it was intermediate weather yet, like, but I mean, Ludy's sure that it is, because like he's been on the inter since we started. So where's he going to come out? Oh, Joe comes back out in 7th. Does he? Is he ahead of Hatley? Where is Hatley? Just ahead of Hatley. So now Jonah nearly 6 seconds ahead of Eliminator from Jamie in 3rd. Mikey up to 4th. Of course, none of these have pitted yet. There's only been a couple of pit stops. How far will Jonah take those tyres? 6 seconds now at front from Eliminator and Jamie, who's catching him. You can see he's there or thereabouts. He's reeling them in. Where am I? I've forgotten what I was going to say there, to be honest. So there's Julie. Is he going to come in or is he going to go and run the game? Oh, I would not have thought it was in as well. Look at the state of the rain. Jonah's coming. No, he's going to run the game. I thought he was going in the pits there. Tell you what, Eliminator's had a slow baseball section. Jamie's right on the back of him now. Can he get in the slipstream? We've already seen it tonight. Slipstream is really powerful, but he's too far back. Is he going to make a dive? No, he thinks better of it. Oh, but it's Eliminator going steep. Is that going to give Jamie a hand? Puts the ball off there. Can he get the power down? Not quite. He's there. Here we go. Is he going to get run with the inside? Eliminator holds him off. Can he switch back? That's going to put him on the outside again. No, they're stay where they are. Still second. Eliminator 3rd is Jamie. But how long can Eliminator hold Jamie off? Jamie's looking very racy there. Through the S section once again. That must be horrendous going through there with this weather. I don't think I've ever driven in the rain. Not this rain anyway. In Mexico, I can't remember ever driving in the rain in Mexico. At the lap 18, Jonah still out front. What is Jamie can't on the inside? Hang on, side by side. You don't go side by side through that section. Well, apparently, yes, you do. Where are they? Who's going to come out ahead? Jamie gets out ahead of Eliminator. Can Eliminator come back? No, Jonah's pitted. I didn't even see him going in the pits. Jonah and Mikey have pitted. Here we go again. Eliminator doing no. Just thought better of it. Just drops in behind. New fastest lap for 27.810 by Joseph. Excuse me. So it's Jamie and Eliminator that you want to. Jonah, after his pit stop, has come out just ahead of Joe in 10 seconds speeding in the pit lane for one of the new lads. Unlucky. People changing. People are in the pits, that'll be why. I'm looking and thinking, why are these people dropping down the order? Because they're out in the pits, that's why. So Jamie from Eliminator, that's your first there. That's 1 and 2. From Jonah and Joe. From young Tyler. Oh, young Tyler's lost half his wing as well. I wonder if no, Jonah didn't change his wing. Decided to be alright the way it was. So where are we from? Yeah, young Tyler's definitely lost half his wing. Or he's empty anyway. Who's that behind him? Mikey's right there. Oh, Tyler's all over the place there. What is he doing? I think he went on the grass there, to be honest. Well, you didn't want to be on the grass in an F1 car in the rain. You'll never get off it. As we saw in Australia from young Oscar Piastri. Couldn't get off the damn grass. So it's now eliminator from Jamie. Jamie's in the pits. I think eliminator's gone run again, isn't he? He has. Got from Jonah, he's got a 10, 11 second lead, our Jonah, and Joe, look at it, very racy. Joe up the inside of Jonah. Can he keep it? Side by side into turn 1. Jonah keeps the inside for turn 2. Joe's still got the inside for turn 3. Who's going to come out ahead? I think Jonah just hangs on from Joe. Excellent racing. Love these lads. Love them. They're brilliant. So eliminator from Joe and Jonah, but eliminator hasn't stopped yet. It's only 12.5 seconds out front, so it should give Jonah the lead back. When he finally comes in, who hasn't? Let's have a quick shufty. That eliminator is the only non-stopper so far. There we go, and everybody else has actually stopped. Noodles in the pits now, so where is eliminator? Coming through the stadium section once again. Is he going to come in this time? He's losing time to Jonah and Joe, obviously. Is he going to come in this time? It looks like he is. Yep. I tell you what, I think him doing them extra couple of laps is going to ruin his race, to be fair, because here comes Joe and Jonah. Back into the lead guns. Jonah from Joe, and Jamie, I think, is going to get him maybe as well. Where is Jamie? There he is. Where's Eliminator? He's coming along the pit lane. Is Jamie going to get him? Is Jamie going to get him? Just. So Eliminator comes back out in 4th. Where's Mikey behind him in 5th? Paddleboy and Nick are still 6th and 7th. Only a lot closer now. Is that Nick going up the inside of Paddleboy? Oh, no, it's not. Paddleboy was getting defensive against his teammate. Back at 6th and 7th, and Young out there is in 8th, 9th. Strikers up to 9th now. 10th now is Tribe. With 11th, MB8, Kieran is 12th. And then we've got Looney and Young Tyler. Bob. Dark Drags. I'm looking at the name and could I foxy it? Tons of tickler. He's not had a good race. Yeah, usually has a better race than this, but not tonight. And Noodle at the back. So there is your leader, still a half second out front from Joe. These two, 10.5 seconds now out front from Jamie. Be nice to see Joe back. Oh no, Joe was on the. When was the last time Joe was on the podium? Let's have a quick shot. Yeah, I think it was the first race of the season, wasn't it? To be honest. Let's have a look. It was. Came second to Joe now on the first. That was his last podium. Oh no, I'm lying. He had a podium in Silverstone as well. Or did he? Yeah, I think he did. Just can't read my own writing. I should have been a doctor. Oh, I missed it. Well, you would have seen it on the screen. I missed it because I was looking at the paper. Joe takes the lead from Jonah. I would have said he's probably got the advantage with him. Sideways into that turn, the pair of them. Tyler's just racking up the penalties now. Noodle next decided enough is enough. He's gone into pits and retired. So these two, well, out front now, nearly 11 seconds ahead of Jamie in third. We've got a yellow flag. Who is that? It's really at the very end of the lap, isn't it? I think that might be Tyler, I think. It is Tyler, isn't it? He's gone into pits. Although his car... Oh no, it'll stop there because that's the Red Bull garages at the very beginning of the pit lane, isn't it? Got another yellow flag up there. Is that a Ferrari gone run? No? I'm not sure. It's gone in now anyway. Lap 23 of 36. Jonah from Jamie is your top three. Joe's starting to pull away a little bit from Jonah now. Who's that? I think that might be somebody coming out the pits. That would have been Tyler coming out the pits as a lap down. So what can Jonah do about Joe out front? I've raced against these two for many, many years, and I've watched them for years. Couple of great pedallers, the pair of them. Joe has a tendency to spin, hence Lord Spinnison being his name. His rear end is all over that car. How is he hanging onto the back end of that Williams? It's seriously almost sideways coming through the S's. But it seems to work for him. And again, he's just flinging that Williams through the corners, isn't he? It's working. I mean, he's almost a second ahead of Jonah. So it's these two. 1 and 2 is Jonah. It's Joe and Jonah, my mistake. Jamie, a good 10.5 seconds behind him. That one behind is young Tyler, he's a lap doing. So Mikey's up to 4th again now with Eliminator doing in 5th. Our early leader, but he's still gone. Paddleboy and Nick still in 5th, 6th and 7th, where they have been virtually the entire race. The pair of them, one behind the other. Striker still in 8th with Tribe in 9th, and Atley bringing up the last points paying position at the moment. Depends on the penalties in a bit. And then we've got just outside P11 is MP8, Looney in 12th, Kieran 13th, and then we've got Bob and Dark Drags 14th and 15th, 16th, and there's Tonsil Tickler and Tyler right at the very back. Back to your leaders. Joe once again slinging that Williams through them turns. That blue flag, well, it'll be a blue flag, it's not a problem. Yellow flag in there, well, it must have been just somebody leaving the track for a second lap. Coming up to lap 25 of 36. Oh, Tribe has, Tonsil Tickler has rear wing damage. Well, I'm surprised you can keep going then, young one. Especially in this weather. Oh, there we go. That didn't take long. I knew that was going to happen. Eventually, that's the first one of the season, to be fair. Somebody being disqualified for the amount of penalties. Way too many penalties racked up. So that's Tyler being disqualified from the race. That's what happens when it doesn't just knacker your position, your finishing position. It doesn't just take away your podiums, but it also can take away the entire race. Disqualification, first one of the season. So anyway, lap 25 and 36, these two dominating the field. Which one of these two's got to cross the line first? I wouldn't put it past either one of them, to be honest. I think this is going to go right down to the very end. Look at that. That Williams is definitely sideways into them. into the S's. Excuse me. Of course, Joe has a 3-second penalty, which is going to help Jonah. I didn't notice. I've just noticed that now. I don't know how long it's been there, but I didn't think Joe's going to be able to pull a 3-second gap on Jonah. Not in this weather. Not the way his car's gone sideways through some of these turns, anyway. Once again, another lap ticked off, lap 26 of 36. Still a long way to go. Out can happen. And it usually does in F1 league racing, especially in this weather. So Joe, Jonah and Jamie is your top 3. Mikey's back up into 4th place there. Oh, Tonsil Tickler then goes and gets the speed in the pit lane just to compound his crap there. I think he may have, he's decided he can't do any more, not with a broken rear wing anyway. Eliminator's still there in 5th, having a good debut. Staying RB at the beginning of the race, he led for a tiny few laps, to be fair. But then just dropped off a bit. But still good showing up there in 5th. With Nick is now ahead of his teammate Paddleboy in 6th and 7th. You have indeed given up. Well, if you had a rear wing that was broken, I'm surprised you managed to carry on that long, to be honest with you, buddy. Where are we? Striker is still... Oh, Striker almost came to a stop there, didn't he? With Tribe beat up his chuff. Atlee is still there in 10th. Just outside the points end bit, there he is with Looney. And actually, let me just check. Yep, all of our new drivers are still gone. With Young Dark Drags really at the very end, but he's still really at the very back mistake, but he's still gone, which is how good. So back to your leaders. Where are we? Lap 27 of 36. Still Joe from Jonah. Jonah hasn't really got to do anything here, has he? He hasn't got to, risk his car. He hasn't got to risk the race at all. He just has to sit exactly where he is, right behind Joe. And when the penalties are applied, he will take the top shot, take the top spot. You've retired from all wet races, have you? I must admit, I can't remember, but that's not unusual. Still plenty of racing left to do, these two. Well ahead of everybody else. Where is Jamie actually? Jamie's got... Oh, Mikey's still a good 5 seconds behind Jamie, so... But Eliminator's still there in 5th. And he's got no penalties, as you noticed. Doing well. Where's Nick? There he is with his teammate right behind him-ish. And then Striker's still in the top 10. Oh, he's on full wets. I think everybody else went on to medium, onto inners, didn't they? Let's have a look. Oh no, there's a few out with full wets out there. Actually, Jonah's on full wets as well. I didn't notice that, to be honest. Wasn't really looking. Why would I look? I'm only the commentator, however. Striker managing to hold off Tribe and Atlee right behind him, but Striker does have that penalty as far as I know. He's just got the one, but... Oh, I missed the bloody chance for the lead. Jonah takes the lead from Joe. I missed that. Must have been, I was going to say DRS, but it wouldn't have been DRS. Great. Start of lap 29. Jonah now over a second from up. Joe's gone into the pits. No, and he took the bollard with him as well. Why is Joe jumping the pits? That's very strange. Is that going to help? Yeah, that's going to put Jamie up into second. That's a very strange thing for Joe to do at this stage of the race. Oh, Mikey. Hey, where's Mikey gone? Oh, Mikey's pitted as well. Okay. What's he put on? Full wet. Well, maybe the Inters weren't the way forward. So there's your race leader. Jonah, 12, nearly 13 seconds ahead of Jamie, who's got Eliminator up there in 3rd now. Jamie does have penalties, so I mean, Eliminator could do with just getting a couple more. Well, 5.5 seconds he has to pull back on Jamie to take that. If Jamie's only got 3 seconds, which I think he might have. Where did Joe come back out in 5th and he's put the full wets on? So I'm assuming that all them that put Inters on weren't happy with the tyre, because they seem to be coming in and putting the full wets on lap 29 off 36. Where is your leader? He's come. Oh, I thought he was coming in. The way he takes that last turn, it looks like he's coming at the pit lane, doesn't it? 13 seconds ahead of Jamie now. Jonah out front with the Eliminator 9 seconds behind Jamie. So I don't know what's happened to Eliminator. He's lost a lot of his pace from the early laps. He was fleeing along. Had a good lead. But then you've got Nick up the fourth lead. Let's see, what is it? Lap 30. Let's have a quick look at the penalties, because I think that's going to make a big... Yeah, Jimmy's only got the 3. Oh, Nick's got 6. 3 for Joe, 3 for Paddle, 3 for Striker. 22 for MP if he's not careful. If he gets another one, he's going to start Joe and Nick can side by side. Joe manages to just get past him. Yeah, he's got better tyres. He's just put them brand new wets on. And Nick's still got his inters on, so... Where was I? Yeah, if MP's not careful, he's going to get disqualified like young Taylor. So... Not sure what the cut-off point was, but I didn't know how many young Taylor had. He must have had a few to get disqualified, I think. Jonas pulling away in front now. He's over 14 seconds away from Jamie. Now we've got another yellow flag. That's a McLaren. Oh, it's Looney. Looney has crashed. And we bring out a safety car. First safety car on lap, well, it'll be lap 31 by the time the lads get run. Who's that coming in? Did Jonah come in? No, I think Jonah missed the pit stop. Jamie definitely has. What about Eliminator? Is he going to come in or is he going to go and run? Coming in. Who's that behind him? Why is Joe coming back in? No, he's not. I'm pretty sure that's not the way to take that fucking corner, Joseph. But yeah, man. So, behind the safety car. Did Jonah miss the pit entrance, or did the safety car come out too late for it, or did he not bother? Did he just think, well, no, these tyres are all right for him. It's going to bunch everybody right back up. Oh. No, I'd be surprised if MB doesn't get disqualified here. I mean, that's an extra 10 seconds on top of his... I don't know how the penalties work. Like I say, how many did Taylor have? He must have had a load of penalties to get disqualified. Probably going to do another lap because there's nobody behind. There's nobody behind safety car yet, so they're definitely going to do another lap. At least another lap. Maybe it's even more, to be fair. Have to wait and see. Just depends how quickly the pack can catch the back of the safety car. So Jonah out front still. Oh, he's going to come in. Oh, he must have missed the pit lane the first time out. Oh, the safety car must have come in too quick. Come out too quick for him. So in from the lead, strong. What's he putting on? Can't quite see. Pretty sure we'll see in a second. What's he just put on there? Just gonna have to have a look on her. New set of inters. So while others are going to full wets, Jonah decides to go the opposite way. So now behind the safety car, of course, like I said, Joe and Jamie have both got penalties. Jonah only has to cruise up behind the two of them. And this is going to be his race. So it's Joe, Jamie and Jonah, your top three from Eliminator. And Striker up there in fifth now with Nick in sixth, Mikey in seventh. Hang on, Mikey and Nick have just swapped places, I don't know why, under the safety car, but there you go. Paddleboy in 8th, Kieran in 9th, Tribe in the last points paying position. Like I said, this is all on the road. You have to wait till across the line in a few laps' time to see what these penalties are going to do to the finishing order, as usual. I'm not now, because I could work out the penalties and that, but I can't be fucking bothered. So... all I know is penalties, fuck your race. Always have done, they're going to go and run again. Pack's still too spread out. we're going to have a 3 or 4 race, well, free lap shootout at the end here by the look of it. If it comes in at the end of this lap, let's hope. Oh, excuse me. Lily, who caused this safety car, of course, Tonsil, who had rear wing damage and decided enough was enough. Noodle, I'm not sure what happened to Noodle. Control, and Tyler got disqualified as winner. Hopefully, I'm not even sure if the safety. I mean, the safety car's got to come in new, hasn't it? I mean, come on, what's the point? I've never seen a league race finish under a safety car, but that doesn't mean it won't happen. Still a long way for the Aston and the McLaren to catch up with the rest of the field, but well, find out in a second whether the safety car is going to come in or not. Lights are still on, like. Come on, Joe, we'll see when them lights go out. You see, that's past the timing line, so I think it's going to go. No, it's decided to go in now. What, Davey? So the safety car isn't waiting for the two at the back. It's right there. Joe's going to have to wait for that safety car to get into the pit lane, or if he accelerates too early, the game will slow him down. It is. When will Joe put his foot down? That was a strange exit from that fast turn, but Joe puts his foot down, got away again. Lap 34 and 36, quick sprint to the end now. Jamie looks to the outside of Joe. Can he get right round the outside? Not sure. Joe's got the inside line, and then Jamie has got the inside line for 2. Joe's still got it for 3. And I think 3 wide. 3 wide. Go on, you fuckers, love yous. So Jonah somehow manages to come out ahead of everybody there. So it's Joe from Jamie Jonah from Joe from Jamie, in fact. Page 3. Joe's still on the inside of Jamie there. Of course, with them penalties and everybody bunched up now, that's going to proper knock these lads' race. They're going to be dropping off the podium. In fact, Eliminator could get on the podium. He's just got to stay there behind them two, and he'll be up with the second place. So it's Jonah, Jamie, and Joe. That's your top 3 from Eliminator in 4th. Where is he? There he is. Mikey is still there in 5th. He's got no penalties either, so he could actually get onto the podium. It was that bad. Striker manages to get past Paddle Boy up into 6th. Nice move there by Striker. Excuse me. What's happened? Nick, why does Nick all the way down there? He was much higher than that earlier. I didn't know. Where am I then? Lap 35 of 36. Jonah now pulling away, second in a bit from Jamie and Joe. Who's still got Eliminator, and Mikey right there as well. Where is Mikey? He's a second and a half off the back of him. Mikey might not get on the podium. He might no, I think he's too far back now, actually, to be fair. Depending on the penalties, just in case. It's only 3 seconds each for Joe and Jonah, but it's going to give Eliminator second place for sure. Just check. Actually, it's going to be close. He might get second, but he might get 3rd. He's going to be on the podium, I think. Get rid of that. Where is the leader? 1.6 now. Comes into the stadium section. Oh, I thought that was the last lap. It's not the last lap, it's it's another lap again. So Jonah starts his last lap. And he gets the fastest lap of the race so far, 27.037. Over 2 seconds ahead of Jamie and Jonah. And Joe. Too many J's at the top three. With Eliminator, actually, he's got a good chance of the second place here. Ish. He just needs to get a little bit closer to Joe, I think. But he's definitely going to take third. And I tell you what, he's looking like my driver of the day up now, as long as he gets no penalties in this last lap. I might, it's unusual for me to say driver of the day because I never really remember what the hell's happened on a race. And I very rarely give it to any new drivers, as you know, if you've been watching me for as long as I've been doing this. New drivers didn't normally get a look in, but if they've done something great on the first race, and if a podium is going to be canny enough, right where there's Jonah coming in for the last time into the baseball stadium. Nice easy race there as it turned out from Jonah. Go to the last turn. Ooh, cross the line with the 26th treble hit from Jamie. And wow, what's happened to Eliminator? See, now I'm not sure about that because I think Eliminator crossed the line before, but I'm not actually sure what happened to him, but he's out. It says he's out, so I'll have to figure that one out in a bit. But it's Jonah from Jamie and Mikey, that's what it says on there. So that's the way I've got to look at it. Oh, there you go, look at that. That's your top three. So did you not finish then? It mustn't have finished. He didn't finish in third, so I can't give him my driver of the day. Well, that's kind of screwed my fucking thinking up, hasn't it? What's that? 26 treble 8. 126 888. It's after an eventful, well, I don't know. Now I'm kind of screwed, aren't I? I don't know. I'm going to give it to Mikey then. So, the top three, Jonah, Jamie and Mikey takes my driver of the day. From Joe in 4th, 5th try, Paddleboy in 6th, nice points for Paddleboy. Striker in 7th, nice points for Striker as well. Kieran in 8th, Nick 9th, and your last points man is Atlee. And then we've got Dark Drags and Bob and MB. Eliminator crashed at the very end. So, that's no good. So, next Thursday, isn't it? Yeah, next Thursday, same time, same place, same fucking mad cunt on the microphone. So until then, I've got to love you. I'm going to leave you. Good night, my friends. Good night for now.